Greetings, Days of Our Lives fans. It's your trusted source for all things soap opera drama, TV Days Drama Digest, bringing you an explosive story from the heart of Salem today. We're diving into the juicy details surrounding Leo Stark, the enigmatic conman played by Greg Rikaart, and the growing rumors that he might soon be leaving the iconic soap. Could this be the end of Leo's reign in Salem? And if so, how will it all go down? Let's dissect the current state of Leo's story and explore what might be behind Greg Rikaart's potential departure from Days of Our Lives in an extended, dramatic farewell. Leo's saga. From scams to investigations. When Greg Rikaart first graced the Days of Our Lives stage as Leo Stark in 2018, the character quickly cemented his place as one of Salem's most scandalous and unpredictable figures. From the very beginning, Leo's entrance into Salem was filled with intrigue and controversy, with his shady background of scamming, lying, and manipulating people for personal gain. His first major storyline revolved around his fraudulent claims and the chaos he unleashed in the town, including his efforts to extort and deceive various characters. However, since then, Leo has experienced many highs and lows in his journey. He has been involved in everything from romantic entanglements to unexpected alliances and has even made several attempts at redemption along the way. Despite his mischievous tendencies, Leo has always managed to find a way to slip out of trouble and continue scheming, even after being caught red-handed numerous times. But now, things are looking different. As we look at Leo's current story arc, it seems that his luck might finally be running out. Leo's latest scheme. The investigation into E.J. DiMera's shooting. Leo's most recent storyline has put him front and center of one of the most dramatic events Salem has seen in a while, the shooting of E.J. DiMera. As with many major events in Salem, there is no shortage of gossip and intrigue surrounding this shocking incident. Naturally, Leo, who has built his career as a gossip columnist, sees this as the perfect opportunity to gather fresh content for his column. While many people in Salem are concerned with EJ's health and well-being, Leo is focused on the one thing that has always motivated him, finding the next big story. In true Leo fashion, he dives headfirst into the investigation, determined to uncover the identity of EJ's shooter. However, this isn't just about satisfying his journalistic curiosity. As a man who has made enemies throughout the town, Leo understands the risks of digging too deep. In a town where secrets are always lurking around every corner, uncovering the truth behind EJ's shooting could prove to be much more dangerous than Leo bargained for. His decision to investigate is not just a professional choice, but a personal one. Could Leo be heading down a dark path that ultimately leads to his end? Leo's dark past, a web of deceit and betrayal. Leo's past is filled with lies, scams, and manipulation, leaving him with very few allies in Salem. His history is littered with incidents where he deceived friends, family, and even complete strangers to further his own agenda. From the time he first arrived in Salem, Leo has been a conman, operating under the guise of charm and wit while hiding his true, selfish motives. Many of his schemes have caused significant fallout, and he's made enemies of some of Salem's most powerful people. One of the most memorable instances of Leo's treachery was his manipulation of Gabby Hernandez, Camila Banis. Leo was caught red-handed rummaging through Gabby's wallet, an act that shocked even the most seasoned residents of Salem. But Leo, ever confident in his abilities, declared that he would once again escape the consequences of his actions. This moment was just one example of Leo's notorious ability to slide by unscathed, but it also highlighted his growing arrogance and disregard for the people around him. Leo's past has also seen him tangled in various other scandals, most notably his involvement in the accusations surrounding the memory card that contained critical footage of E.J. DiMera. When the camera was stolen, it was Leo who was initially suspected of being the thief. He vehemently denied any involvement, but the accusations alone were enough to put him under scrutiny, making him a prime suspect in the eyes of many. His involvement in such high-profile scandals has undoubtedly put him at odds with numerous residents of Salem, and now, with the EJ shooting investigation on his radar, it's clear that Leo's enemies are just waiting for him to slip up. EJ's shooting. A mystery that could cost Leo everything. The investigation into EJ DiMera's shooting is shrouded in mystery, and as more secrets begin to unravel, Leo's own role in this complicated drama could become increasingly dangerous. Leo, ever the opportunist, believes that the truth about the shooter will be the key to a headline-grabbing story for his gossip column. However, the deeper he digs, the more he risks uncovering information that could threaten his very life. As Salem grapples with the shock of EJ's shooting, everyone is trying to figure out who could have been responsible. Was it a random act of violence, or does it tie into a much larger conspiracy involving some of Salem's most powerful figures? Leo, with his sharp instincts for finding scandal, could very well be getting too close to the truth. What happens when a man like Leo, who has made a habit of exploiting others' vulnerabilities, becomes the one who is vulnerable? Could the same people who are hiding the truth about EJ's shooting decide that Leo knows too much? One theory is that Leo might be silenced to protect the shooter's identity. In a town like Salem, where secrets are often buried at all costs, Leo's unrelenting pursuit of the truth could make him a target. Perhaps his investigations into EJ's shooting will lead him down a dark path, and in the end, he could find himself in the crosshairs of someone desperate to keep their secrets hidden. It's a scenario that wouldn't be surprising, given the number of enemies Leo has accumulated over the years. Will Leo die? Is Greg Rikaart leaving Days of Our Lives? With the mounting tension surrounding Leo's investigation, fans are starting to speculate whether this could be the end of Leo Stark's time in Salem. Could Greg Rikaart's departure from the show be tied to the character's demise? There are several reasons why this theory makes sense. First, the nature of Leo's storyline. Being so deeply entangled in the investigation of a violent crime could very well lead to his tragic end. We've seen characters in Days of Our Lives meet untimely deaths in similar circumstances, and Leo's investigative journey could easily end with him becoming a casualty of Salem's darker forces. Second, as with any soap opera, the departure of a beloved character often comes with a major storyline twist. Could Leo's death be the catalyst for a dramatic shift in the show's dynamic, with his untimely demise sparking new rivalries, alliances, and consequences for the rest of the characters? Leo's death would certainly serve as a major turning point in the series, shaking up Salem in a way that only a high-profile character like Leo could. Of course, there's also the possibility that Greg Rikaart is simply moving on to new opportunities, and his departure from Days of Our Lives has less to do with his character's fate and more with the actor's own career decisions. But if we follow the traditional soap opera formula, it's hard to ignore the signs that Leo's time in Salem could be coming to an end, possibly in a way that will leave fans stunned. Could Leo's exit be the start of something bigger? Another theory that's gained traction is that Leo's departure might serve as the beginning of a larger, more complex storyline. Perhaps Leo will not die, but instead, he could face a significant personal transformation. In a soap opera like Days of Our Lives, characters are known for reinventing themselves, and Leo's journey could take him on a path of redemption. After all, as much as he's been a source of conflict and chaos, there's always been the underlying suggestion that Leo is more than just a villain. Could his quest for the truth about EJ's shooting lead to his redemption? Could he ultimately reveal the shooter's identity and then leave Salem, having earned some level of respect and closure? It's an intriguing possibility, and one that would make for an even more dramatic exit. Instead of simply being written out of the show, Leo could undergo a significant transformation, turning from the manipulative, selfish man he's been into a figure of moral integrity. Such a change would certainly surprise fans and offer a satisfying conclusion to Leo's arc. Conclusion: what does the future hold for Leo Stark? So, what's next for Leo Stark? Will he leave Salem in a blaze of glory, his life claimed by the secrets he's uncovered? Or will he find redemption and ride off into the sunset, leaving Salem behind? Only time will tell. One thing is certain: if Greg Rikaart is indeed leaving Days of Our Lives, it's going to be a highly dramatic and emotionally charged exit that fans won't soon forget. Keep watching as we uncover more of this thrilling storyline and witness the final chapters of Leo Stark's journey unfold. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.